short EM trade. The long DM or the long US trade has also meant a short EM trade. Would you believe that there will be more to come as President Trump is sworn in on Jan 20th?
So I think that is a temporary rebalancing. It had to happen at some point. I actually think it's a good thing that it's happened earlier rather than later, because I think the rebalancing is to India's advantage. What has happened at this point is you've seen the dollar strengthening, and to that extent you've seen a general pullback from emerging markets, rebalancing. India is still at more or less neutral weight, if you like, within EMs. Yes. EMs have seen flows out. No one has gone underweight India just yet. They're either still neutral to modestly overweight.
But we have underperformed, if you please.
We have, so in line with other emerging markets, we have seen that rebalancing, which to my mind was inevitable. But there are two silver linings, if you like, to this episode. One is that even as this has occurred, we have seen a stronger commitment to domestic economic reform. And in a way, I think the fact that we are seeing continued uncertainty in the West further strengthens our own resolve and our own focus on the need to get our own house in order. And the central bank and the Ministry of Finance, I think, are both acutely aware of that. And you hear that in their statements. So I think it's a good thing that the world is keeping some pressure on us, because we tend to operate better when we're under pressure. And to that extent, flows in our domestic markets have not dried up. They have certainly tapered off somewhat, but you're still seeing steady flows coming into through our DIIs, mutual funds, and so on.
Yes.
And the second is, if you hear the commentary on India, even as flows have receded from global investors, the commentary has remained very positive. Some hesitation because of demonetization, where people are a little bemused, trying to form a point of view, but broadly very positive commentary. So I absolutely anticipate, as faith and conviction builds around our economic reforms, as people sense that we are going to use the budget that is promised to use the benefits of demonetization, you will see come middle of next year, India back in favor and back to overweight in most portfolios. So I actually think 2017 will be a year of more certainty and more stability for our markets in 2016.
I do hope that the FI tide turns, because I just counted in December itself, it is almost a $3 billion outflow if you counted debt and equity, almost. And if you counted, from November 8th, it's probably $5 billion. Now, what has stood in favor of the markets, as you correctly put it, have been the DII flows. Now, there you are at a vantage point to, speak to us about the Indian investor. Do you think the SIP flows will continue the way they have, or will, as the markets go towards, say, 7,600 or 7,500, that faith will be broken?
Yeah, I think as of now, we've seen virtually no churning out of SIPs, and the SIP phenomenon, as you've rightly indicated, is very much now a strong foundation of the market. I don't anticipate that to change. I also think the shift in our pension philosophy, pension investing, is another very major pillar in the domestic market that was not there in 2015. Thanks to both EPFO and NPS growing, we see another very strong pillar emerging in our markets. So these two pillars.
That is Leo Puri speaking with Lata Venkatesh. We'll get you the highlights of that.